We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Buffalo Bills. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
Brandon, that's giving your team a big burst to start things off. Already beginning a drive in the red zone. Hallelujah.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them to already full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing to start the drive. Allen throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Allen now on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete. Well, this defense for the Ravens very strong in that victory a week ago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
They run for the first time with James Cook. And some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Bills 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Allen going to change the look here. They run again on 1st down. Cook. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. I mean, look at this Baltimore defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
From midfield, here's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And Knox is going to have a Bills 1st down as he'll take this down inside the 45. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And we're down to the 41.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. The slot man in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Getting the ball is Cook, running left. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
On 2nd down, Cook. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Alert, alert, alert!
Allen. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
At the Ravens' 20-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen. Dancing to his left. Now we've got a timeout for an injured player, and oh, this is certainly notable. That's Josh Allen, who's in some pain out there. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
As As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Jackson on first down. A throw out wide going to be incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver. And it's second down. You look at this Buffalo defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Jackson. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. First down, here's Mitchell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So the hand got inside. Easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's first and 10. Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Elijah Mitchell with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he will get into the end zone. So the lead stretches from 9 up to 11. And the option play works on the 2-point try. What'd you think of the call?
I like the call. What you're worried about, though, is if the defense blitzes the play. And if they do, what your answer is, the option. Why? If they blitz it, the quarterback has a chance to get rid of it to a trailing back. That one worked pretty well there.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Let's go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they work this run upfield across the 45. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Now on 1st down, it's Purdy. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Purdy. Powering his way forward. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. That is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Jackson. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. In motion left, Flowers. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Purdy looking to throw. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is going to have a Bills first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Man in motion is Agnew. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. And complete right side to Cook. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Throwing here, Purdy. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. But they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Sliding out of the pocket. He completes it to Boyd. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the hole, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now it's Jackson. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. Well, they needed two. They could only get one. Fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this will remain an 11-point spread.
And now two problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Purdy to throw it on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Purdy. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. Purdy. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw, Purdy. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Purdy now on second down.
Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Slot man moves right. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
A couple of first downs, has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Now Purdy.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
That's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Up the middle they go. Livingston, and he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for first.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Right back to Mitchell on second down.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Here's Jackson to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain an 11-point spread.
Well, he might be the best kicker the game's ever seen, and we've seen him hit from 66, which is the all-time record. But anything 60-plus, that's a very low percentage kick. Don't tell him he doesn't believe it, but this one winds up no good.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48.
On first down, Purdy.
And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Jamal Agnew, 48 yards. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
A give running right is Mitchell.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
On 2nd down, Livingston. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Livingston.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He gets this one to Boyd. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Elijah Mitchell with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Purdy now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going deep for Diggs. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A great play there. his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on fourth down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. They start the drive with Cook. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. They run it again with Cook. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run, and then executed.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show off their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Jackson options out left. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done.